This time on Roadkill Garage, we're going to show you how to resurrect an engine that has been neglected at Dulcich levels for almost 15 years.
Hey, that's a little personal, you know? We got it into this field.
Just own it, dude. This time you're gonna learn what it takes to grab an engine that's been sitting around forever out in the open and figure out how to make it run. We're gonna go through all the basic troubleshooting stuff, and then hopefully this runs, because we really don't know if it does or doesn't. And I wanna drive this truck as is.
I've had this truck for about 5 years. I've never had it running. I believe it probably sat in someone else's yard for about 15. So basically this truck hasn't run in almost 20 years, but it looks complete. I think it's a good motor. The transmission's hooked to it. So hopefully all of that stuff's great, and we can get this thing fired up and yard driving here pretty quick.
I didn't realize you were gonna style me with a 360, actually.
I've got a great 360. Well, I've never started it, but it looks like almost brand new to me.
How much water is gonna be in it?
I think 0, because I had that floor mat on top. It's totally waterproof.
Look, it's pretty over full, but I don't see any water.
Oh no, there's no water in there.
So basically all it needs is a battery and it fires up, right? Why is this distributor, oh, it's got points.
Really?
What year is this truck?
It's like a 77.
Really?
78. No, 76. That's what it is.
76 should have electronic ignition.
Oh, I know, but this is a highly modified truck. You can tell by the racing tires and saw blade wheels.
Ooh, the distributor's completely loose.
Oh,
what?
The guy I got it from said he couldn't get the distributor set up or the timing right, and had problems trying to get it started.
The guy couldn't get it running?
Yeah.
But you're telling me that we are.
Well,
maybe the problem was the points aren't opening?
Yeah, but you know how to set points, don't you?
Yeah.
You're supposed to have it hot idling in neutral to check that.
I know, I just want to see how much water.
0.
0.
How's the fluid look?
Flawless.
Wow, that transmission's brand new. I don't know if I should give this stuff up, Freiberger. You really need that transmission?
It tastes like it's fine. I think we're gonna have to drive the truck around to find out if it works, yeah.
It doesn't have a steering wheel.
Or brakes. So the plan is gasoline, battery, maybe figure out something about the distributor.
Radiator.
All right, let's go get stuff. I think the first thing that we're gonna do is just find out if the engine will turn over. There's gonna be a lot of difference here between what you would do if you cared about the engine versus us. Because normally I would probably pull all the spark plugs out, put a breaker bar on the crankshaft, just find out if the engine will turn over. We're skipping all that caution and going directly to hooking a battery up to the starter.
Well, we've got this wire coming off of the starter motor, and it's just vice gripped onto the positive post of the battery. We've got this handy push button momentary starter switch made out of speaker wire and an old horn button.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's already a win.
Go ahead.
Oh, we're home free. So now that we know that it turns over, you really are just looking for the basics, which is compression, fuel, air, and spark. I think air's getting in.
I thought I heard compression when it was cranking over.
So you're making me do spark, aren't you?
Yeah, you take care of spark, I'll do fuel, which means I spray carburetor cleaner in it while it's cranking and you fix the distributor, which is all screwed up. I think if you get the points set perfectly, this thing will just snap fire to life like that.
What he's having me do here is manually operate the distributor to see if we can make it throw a spark. Here.
You should see a little bit of spark just in the...
yeah, hold that to the...
On the points too. I'll hold it to the carburetor.
Oh, wait. Oh. What's smoking? You hooked that up to the negative side.
No,
would be what just happened. Yes, you did.
Oh, I did.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Look at that. I'm surprised you didn't have this running already. What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, now let me time it perfectly. I always say there are no coincidences. And the fact that Steve hasn't had this running and that the guy who got rid of it traded him for a set of cylinder heads and he didn't have it running, and there's some mystery with how come the distributor was loose and why it's a points distributor in a truck that is of the model year that should have electronic. I'm gonna say this is not gonna come together as easy as it seems this far.
It's gonna fire right up.
I don't know why it wouldn't. Should I open the throttle and drop all these mouse turds down into the engine?
Yeah, the
Okay.
pistons will chew those up.
You'll note the use of brake clean as starting fluid. Ready?
I'm good.
Crank it. Is it out of gear? Put it in park.
Ooh, which way is park? That's a good call.
Park is all the way forward. Whoa! Sweet! Another thing you might want to do if you care is go through and open the valve covers and look at the valve train. What?
We don't have to worry about it because we don't have a drive shaft.
Oh, okay, fire it up.
I was worried this thing was going to run us over.
Sweet!
Yeah.
Let's get some actual gas.
Did it sound good to you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear it rev up like, like a buzzsaw?
Uh-huh. No, it runs perfectly.
Yeah, it's going to be too easy.
I know.
We're going to try to get this to run on the actual fuel system of the engine. What I'm going to do is pre-prime the carburetor. In other words, go in through the vent at the top and fill the float bowl with some fuel. That way it'll run for a few minutes. That'll give the mechanical fuel pump time to start sucking fuel out of the jerry can, through the pump, and into the carb the right way.
You know, I'd be much more impressed if you actually got inside and worked the throttle from the driver's seat.
Does it have a gas pedal?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow.
This would make me feel like this has gone to the next level. Wow. This is real. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
That drained the bowls. I don't think we're getting any fuel pump action.
No, we probably aren't, but that convinced me.
How did it sound?
Oh, it's perfect. Imagine when we have this thing running in performance mode.
Was there any blow-by?
No.
Did you see any blue smoke out the exhaust?
Not at all.
Really?
No, it's like new.
It was perfectly well stored.
It was covered with that floor mat.
Yeah. If I wouldn't have done the floor mat, it would have been history a long time ago.
I don't think it picked up fuel.
No.
Do you have a little clickety-clack electric fuel pump?
We've got the beer fuel pump, but then what if we get thirsty later on?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
By now it would have squirted if it was going to squirt.
Yeah.
That pump is
It's
junk.
no good.
Hunting the parts farm for a Chrysler Radiator. Nothing.
Well, what I'm doing is I'm just going to put a new used fuel pump. It's probably a takeoff of some junk motor, but it still works, so keep stuff like that around just for something like this.
I know that that's oil pan, manifold, and valve cover stock. Thought this would be easier.
Fortunately, when the whole front clip has been removed from the truck, it's pretty easy to service and get to all this stuff.
You can usually find anything you need to get a Chrysler running here at the Dulcich farm.
You can kind of tell if they're junk or good just by working the arm by hand. I don't really hear any sucking sound, and there's a lot of play. I'm pretty sure this is probably junk, so maybe that was our problem. I'm pretty sure. This one, you can really hear it. It's blowing a lot of air. This thing's gonna work like gangbusters.
Okay, let's see. Radiator stash. Wrong side. This one will work. This is an earlier model with the rounded tank, but it would work for what we're doing here. It doesn't have the capacity that I was hoping for, and it's not the right model year.
What is it?
It's early, see?
It looks like it's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It's only a 2-row core though.
I know. But that early A-body is what it looks like to me.
Yeah. I wonder what car it came off of.
Well, if you don't know, then you can't miss it, right?
I know.
So,
Good point.
you know, oh, look, see? I think this might have come out of this truck.
It sits in between the rails perfect. Oh, wow.
Boom.
I would have the fuel system all done, but I don't have a 1/2-inch wrench out here.
I brought one. I really don't know where it went, though. I heard it fall, and then it wasn't my wrench, so I ignored it from there.
Okay, so I'll get a 1/2-inch wrench so I can take this off the old fuel pump, some hose. I'm gonna go in for some provisions.
Did you bring me hose clamps for the radiator?
Yeah, they're on the intake manifold.
Did you bring me a nut driver? Because you know how much I hate using a screwdriver on those
No.
clamps. What?
I didn't want you to lose it in the grass after you lost my shiny 1/2-inch wrench.
The fuel jug's gonna be roughly here.
Make it look easy, Freiberger.
I got this.
I don't think the handle's the way to secure it.
You really want to critique the job before it's finished?
I'm sorry.
Is that who you are right now?
It looks like he's getting it. The fuel tank's kind of falling down, but
No.
other than that,
Go away. Now, how's your faith?
it hasn't been fully restored yet, but it's improving.
I'm thinking mount the battery right here, because
Yeah.
that way, when it sparks, maybe the gas will splash on this way, save us a whole lot of trouble.
Well, you want to burn this thing to the ground?
Well, I don't know. As we continue to fix it, it's getting tidier and tidier.
We've kind of made it pretty good.
I don't know. Not too bad. It is retained back here and up here. Wow. Look at that.
It runs great.
But did it pick up gas?
See if it'll run without the carb clean. Starter motor went out? Or we got a bad
Whoa!
connection? You wrecked my remote starter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's smoking, see?
Dude, that thing's lasted me like 20 years until now.
I'm speechless.
That's a starter problem. You got to hammer it with a piece of iron.
I know. Let me get something to hit it with. Usually the sway bar works. I don't get it. Do you understand that?
No.
Must be the solenoid, not the motor.
No?
Sounds like it's throwing out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How's this happening?
Tried this thing.
You feel the Excalibur swords better?
Yeah.
Moves the armature a little. There you go.
The hitting fixes it.
Yeah. When you hit the starter like that, it just like wiggles the armature into a different position that doesn't have dead wires on it.
Yeah, or the brushes might have debris.
Right.
And it just makes it good.
We're trying to just get the fuel to come up to the carburetor. That new pump. Oh, dude, this thing's fixed.
Look how nice it runs. Man, it's like brand new, like I told you.
People are not going to believe that that did not run before we started this today. There's no way they're going to believe it.
I have never had this thing running.
You swear you approve that message?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's pretty good. Man, I should have kept it. I don't know if I should have gave it to you. I didn't know it was that good.
All right. This is the steering wheel off Steve's 71 Charger, which he's had since high school. There. There. That only comes off in your hands a little bit. Man, we're nearing the end here. We've got almost everything here dialed in. All we're doing is putting this old drive shaft in if it fits, and then I think we'll be able to move this under its own power.
Dude,
Perfect?
this is gonna work perfectly. This is just meant to be, Freiberger.
Bolted right up?
It's the right size U-joint and everything. Freiberger,
Yeah.
we have a motor vehicle.
The time has come. We've got everything done on the truck except for turning the wires on and running and driving. I think we're just about to pull this thing out of here. I shoved this glove in the top of the fuel tank just so
That's
that
a good idea.
it wouldn't slosh out as much.
Yeah.
It's sort of handy.
Do you really think we need a roll of electrical tape to mask this up?
No. How big could the fire be?
Pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be us firing up and attempting to move the truck for the first time. Fuego.
Fuego?
I hope it's in park or neutral.
What's the worst thing that can happen right now?
It'll lurch forward and run you over. Or the starter won't work. That would be worse.
Yeah, that's worse.
Man, that is the agony of defeat after all day and firing it up like 3 times. This is a because roadkill. It's like, seriously, are we gonna have to change that starter now?
No.
No. We had to cave in and change the starter motor. Dulcich is under there trying to take the old one off. But I am going to see if the new one even works.
You're throwing a starter at Big Joe? You could try this one.
Okay.
And if that one's no good, you can also try that one.
All right. Okay. That's the one.
Try again. I think we're in park.
Okay, I'll man the ignition, so in case death starts happening, I can, save our life.
Okay. We're not moving.
I know. We're not even trying. We do have a flat tire, but let me go.
What's trying? Transmission.
Oh, the transmission is on fire. Fail. That's nasty. It needs fluid. It sucked down all the fluid. When we first walked up to the truck this morning, the fluid was full up to about here, but like it says, you're supposed to check it when hot and idling in neutral. Go get a funnel, it'll be fine.
I think it's good.
Well, Dulcich is actually working. Let's take a break for the Roadkill Garage Zip Tie Tech Tip. This time we're gonna talk color. As you may be aware, they make these things in a rainbow of colors, but you really don't want to go there, it's just embarrassing. Instead, you might be making the reasonable decision between the white zip ties and the black ones. Now here's the problem. I can't tell you like at a molecular level what makes this happen, but these white ones just get hard and brittle way faster than the black ones. So do not use white ones. If you care about what you're doing, they will eventually crack. You really want to stick with a black zip tie. Whoa, see?
It's in drive.
Yeah.
So all the way forward, it's not park, it's drive.
Okay. So go.
Wait, that's drive.
Okay. You're right, this is inconvenient. I don't know why I have a need to be in it while it's rolling.
I don't know, it's fun.
I know. Okay.
What's that,
There we
dude?
go. Oh, dude, you're killing me. It moved. Remember the ignition if you need to.
I know, it seems to conk out on its own pretty good though.
Yeah.
I need more throttle, I think.
Okay, well, the most you can do is plow down all your vineyard.
No, I'll be okay. I've got experience in these matters, Freiberger. You're a little gun
I'm
shy
scared
now.
now, gun shy. Oh, that's a little fast. Look at that. Yeah! Mic drop right there. Now he's gonna run into the duster.
Yeah.
Bam!
Bam. I thought it was boom.
This can be your 30 seconds of intelligence in this episode. Points ignition systems, which a lot of the younger guys have never seen and probably never will. So here's how this works. There's actually a little switch inside the distributor called points. It opens and closes based on 8 lobes on a little camshaft inside the distributor, and each one of those lobes corresponds with a cylinder in the engine. And the spark is thrown when the points open. And that's why they need a condenser, because the condenser over here soaks up some of that spark energy so you don't get a lot of metal transfer and ruin the surface of your points, the metal surface there. The gap on the points when it's right at the peak of the opening on the cam wants to be about as thick as like a matchbook cover or a paper clip. And that's really all there is to it. They're brain dead to fix. In fact, you know that because you saw us fix it. All you have to do is hook 12 volts to the plus side of the coil. The negative side goes over to the distributor. The points open and close. Bam, you have ignition. That might have been a little bit more than 30 seconds of intelligence, but it wasn't that intelligent, so it comes out in the balance. Now, back to your regular programming on Roadkill Garage. I'm getting it all over me. Oh! Dude, that's... Stop it, stop it, stop
We're getting
it.
scalded.
It's literally scalding me.
Hey,
Ah,
look at my glasses.
I know, me too.
You want to drive?
I'll take the wheel. Well, that's just all about having no radiator cap. I'm not really worried about it.
I thought that sock was going to hold.
You know why they call this engine a 360?
Yeah.
Get some! And that's it for this episode of a Roadkill Garage. And you know what the amazing thing is? We need to take this engine out and put it in another car. And
It was definitely worth every minute.
And you'll see all of that on a future episode of Roadkill Garage. Yeah! That looks like a B-body 11-inch brake drum.
Even better, I think I might get a black wheel and put those chrome lug nuts and it'll look like a 69 Super B.
How about just install that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do have black ones.
This truck looks way better than I thought it was going to. What happened? Wrong wheel?
I wanted the black one. Boom.